Well, today we're going to be diagnosing a Polaris Ranger XP. I think it's a 700 electronic fuel injection. This is a Polaris that my neighbor bought at an auction, and he said it was overheating. So we're gonna dive into diagnosing why it's overheating. This will be the first time I've saw it started. He got it over here. Obviously, it's about a mile drive from his house to mine, so apparently it ran well enough to get here. Maybe he trailered it, I don't know. We were gone to a wedding, and when we came back it was sitting here, and then he'd flagged me down and said that he'd left it in our yard. So anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera around and we will get started on it. Sorry if you can't hear me. Somebody went and forgot to turn their microphones off, so they're all dead. Not sure how this. I don't know, it don't stay up. I don't see a hood prop. His brake reservoir looks like it's out of brake fluid. Okay, there's not hardly anything in there. I'm seeing wiring. Looks like they have, well, I don't like that. They rigged up something to a digital fan, so that may be the issue right there. I don't know what they're, I'm not sure what they're powering there. It looks like the fan itself is unplugged. What in the world? Now, this first thing to do is fire this thing up. So I lost audio here, but anyways, we checked the coolant. It was completely out, so we topped it up, and we're going to fire the thing up and take it for a drive, get it up to operating temperature, and see if the fan kicks on, see what's going on with it. Just going to show you the difference here. This side, there's a little, this is a little drainage ditch down through here. Anyways, that side of the ditch was not burned. This side of the ditch was. You can see the difference in the green between the two. Okay, we're approaching 210. I don't know when this is supposed to kick on, but it's saying it's hot right now. We'll see if that fan's kicking on. Here I just unhooked the wires they had running to the ignition switch. It had melted on the back of the switch there, so it wasn't doing any good anyway, and I hooked the wires straight to the battery to cool it off and get us home. Fan's been running for just a couple of minutes. It's no longer flashing hot, and we've cooled back down to around 200, 205, 200, I don't know, somewhere in there. We're going to ease back toward the house and see what it's going to take to wire this fan up correctly. It was too pretty of a day not to swing by and look at the creek while we were down on this side of the farm, so I can't wait till it warms up enough, and hopefully I'll have a little time to get down here and do a little smallmouth bass fishing. Absolutely beautiful down here. I love it. We're gonna have to get back on the ball and find us a zero-turn mower for the year and get it fixed up so we have something to mow with. Typically speaking, I'll find a zero-turn, fix it, we'll use it for the year, and then we'll sell it sometime in the fall through the winter, whenever work slows down, and this year hadn't had any luck finding any good ones. I've got to burn this pile down here before it gets any further into summer. We'll be adding a pavilion down here and a little barbecue area, merry-go-round, and horseshoe pits and a few different things. Awesome little picnic camping area. This will be kind of a commons area for the cabins. The cabins will be spread back up over the hill back there, and then the hill up behind the house up here. So I think we'll have, I don't remember, I think we're going to have probably 9 cabins over on that hill there in front of us, and then we'll have another 3 or 4 cabins on the hill there, and then the dining hall and shower house, everything like that, will be right there where you see that little Chevy Love sitting. And then the mechanic shop will go back behind. You can see it, a square body truck bed sitting there. The mechanic shop will go back there, and it'll be mechanic shop / training center, and then the dining hall will have classrooms in it as well. I made it back here to the house. Temperatures are doing good. While we're driving, it cooled down to 180, and I just unhooked the fan. And shut it back off. So we'll dig around. I think it's got a fan relay that must have went bad, and they tried to hot wire it, and it actually melted the connection on the back of the ignition switch. Anyway, I'll do some testing and see if we need a fan relay or a temperature sensor or both. Because like I said, they have all kinds of hokey wiring. I'm doing their wires they had here. I just undid these wires they had here. They had the ground going down there. This is just loose. It wasn't even tight. And then I don't know, you can see it up there. They had the positive hook to the back of the ignition switch, and it had actually melted. The fan wiring's down here. So I need to see if that will just kick on. Well, the fan obviously works. Okay, we've got it saying hot now. Let's see if we can make that fan kick on. I never could get the fan to kick on with the wiring, so after doing some further testing and probing, I ended up finding a I guess you'd call it a contact breaker, for lack of a better word, inline that I cleaned it up and actually got the breaker switch to working, and that in turn was kicking the fan on, and it worked. So I went ahead and ordered a new one. This one was corroded something horrible. I'd like to have not got the wire leads on it to work at all, but we've got a new one on order, and we will be putting it on, and then I think this thing will be done. It's got a charging issue. It's barely charging, so we may dive into it if he wants to go that deep. He's just wanting to flip this one and try and make some of his money back. So I don't know how much he's going to want to put into it. It actually seems to run good. It's a pretty stout machine. It drives and handles well, but he bought 2 of them at an auction, and he's wanting to keep the other one and sell this one. So we'll just see what he wants to do and go from there. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.